And New York City mayoral candidates sparred for the second time last night, with all three contenders trading jabs in their final pitches to voters. NTD's Arlene Richards was there and now shares some of the highlights.
It was a night of last impression on Wednesday evening as candidates for New York City mayor made their final pitches to New Yorkers in their second debate before early voting. All three contenders made their enthusiastic bids before a crowded auditorium of voters who often cheered and clapped. Wednesday's debate came as Republican candidate Curtis Sliwa faces a growing number of calls to drop out of the race. He vowed to stay in and allow New Yorkers to decide. Sliwa made enthusiastic and sometimes humorous jabs at his opponents in a last push to get voters on his side.
It's us versus them. It's us versus the insiders and the billionaires. It's us versus Cuomo. It's us versus Zohran. Andrew, you didn't leave. You fled from being impeached by the Democrats in the state legislature.
Meanwhile, top contenders Mario Cuomo and Zohran Mamdani exchanged heated jabs in their final pleas to New Yorkers.
My critiques of the politics of the past is right here on the stage. You can see in Andrew Cuomo someone who had 10 years to deliver on so much of what he's spoken about.
You have never had a job. You've never accomplished anything. There's no reason to believe you have any merit or qualification for 8.5 million lives.
The first question posed to candidates focused on the federal raid in New York City's Chinatown neighborhood on Tuesday that led to the arrest of 9 street vendors. All three candidates agreed that the federal government shouldn't get involved in local matters, but they had slightly different views on how the mayor should handle it.
I've had a lot of dealings with President Trump, and there's only one way to deal with him. He puts his finger in your chest, and you have to put your finger right back in his chest.
Mamdani said the city shouldn't be collaborating with the federal government like the current mayor does.
What we need to do is actually pass the street vending reform bills that have been in the city council, some of which that this mayor has actually overridden.
Sliwa said there's no communication between local authorities and the feds.
But we can't tolerate citizens attacking our federal law enforcement forces in the street because then that will just lead to anarchy.
At a press conference following the debate, Sliwa said the NYPD didn't show up because they were hiding behind the sanctuary city law. According to Homeland Security, those arrested were illegal immigrants from West Africa. Moderators covered a number of general topics such as rising housing costs and policing. There also were questions designed for each candidate. For example, they said Mamdani criticizes others but avoids answering questions. Cuomo is viewed as unethical, and Sliwa is a character. Most recent polls show Mamdani is still leading the pack, with Sliwa a distant third. As New Yorkers head to the polls on Saturday for early voting, they will have to make some tough decisions between an embattled former governor, a character icon of the city, and a self-described democratic socialist. Arlene Richards, NTD News.